Morning guys, welcome back to my channel. Now today I am joining you from my little hotel room in Barcelona, and when I say little, I mean little. I can literally, that's the wall there, and that's the wall there. So yeah, this is not a large room, but do you know what? By European city standards and by Barcelona standards, I've been in much smaller than this, believe it or not. So yeah, anyway, I'm in Barcelona and today is embarkation day again. So today I can't wait because I am boarding one of the biggest ships from Costa Cruises. So we are going to head down to the port, yes, with all of my luggage. And the way I'm going to get there is to use the cruise bus. It takes you from the bottom of La Rambla straight to the port. It costs €3 one way, and it is my absolute top tip if you're cruising out of Barcelona. If there's only one of you, if there's only two of you, it's definitely worth it. If there's any more than that, yeah, fine, think about an Uber. But hey, we're going to jump down, take the cruise bus over to the ship, and I will, yeah, catch up with you guys when we get over to the port. Right, check-in done, and you know, I don't know if this is a Costa thing or a Barcelona cruise port thing, but check-in here is a breeze every single time. This is the third Costa ship I've done now, and every single time it's been like this, where there's been like virtually nobody else in this terminal. It's amazing. Now, anyway, just before we get on the ship, to let you know what I've now got, I have been given a receipt that's basically got my name and a little barcode on it, so I'll need to scan that to get on the ship. From that point on, that's then rendered useless, and I will then use my Costa card, which I'll talk to you about when we get into the room. I've then got two more documents. So the two documents that I've got here, one of them is a ship map, which I love the fact they give you a ship map. And secondly, it's instructions for embarkation. So in here, it's particularly useful if you've never cruised before, but it's things like, when can I go to my cabin? When will I get my luggage? Where do I find information? What is the Costa app? There's loads and loads in here that I'll show you when we get on. But yeah, look, I'm dead excited. So I'm going to stop talking to you and go and board the ship, and I will catch up with you guys when we get into the cabin. So yeah, embarkation today was, you can probably figure it out already, but it was so impressive. Now, I'm actually on the ship ahead of the cabins even being available, so it's 1:45 at the moment, and they say the cabins will be ready at 2 o'clock. So yeah, really impressed with that. Now, you'll notice that I've got a seat, there's no one around me, I'm just very chilled right now. So at the back of deck 6 on Costa Smeralda, you've got a buffet restaurant that's open for embarkation. So if you're embarking on the ship and you're looking to chill out, get a bite to eat, then this is exactly where you'd come. You could go up to the pool and get stuff up there, but I quite enjoy, I guess, like escaping the crowds, and in here doesn't seem busy at all. I mean, I'll do a quick pan and show you where I'm sitting right now. But in the little corner I'm in, there is nobody here, and all the window seats are free, which on a cruise, honestly, I can count on one hand the amount of times that I embark, go to a buffet and can sit by a window. So yeah, really, really impressed. Now, anyway, I'm gonna go grab some food. I'll talk you through what concoction I managed to put together when I get back to the table, and then I'll next speak to you guys properly when we get up to the cabin, because that should be ready, as I say, in the next kind of 10-15 minutes. Okay guys, lunch today, I definitely thought it would be more exotic, but basically what we went for is ham, cheese and salad to prove that occasionally I'm actually healthy on ships. And then moving over to the main plate here, I've got fish, cabbage, potatoes, and not entirely sure what that was on the left, but enough of that, let's check out the room. Right, lunch finished and it's time for what I think is my new favourite thing that I do with you guys when I first get on a ship. We go and find the room. So on deck 9, which is where I am, so I am cabin 9264. Now Costa on all of their ships do this really useful. If you're an odd cabin, go over there, or if you're an even cabin, go over there. So we are going to go through this door. This is when it all goes to pot and I can't find the room. But okay, so, oh, we're at 9258, so I'm 9264, so I'm literally just, I'm literally just right here, which is handy. As you can see, there's a wall separating me from the lift, so I don't think there'll be much noise in here at all. There's a housekeeping trolley outside, so I'm just going to squeeze by at the moment and try to not get that in the shot too much. So you can see here, 9264. They also have the number in Braille to help you find it if you are like sight impaired, which I find really interesting. Anyway, we are in. Guys, wait until I show you the room. So, I mean, I've I've never cruised in a room like this. As someone that usually cruises on the inside of the ship, let me just drop my bag down here. Yeah, sorry, as someone who normally cruises on the inside of the ship, I am like a kid in a sweetie shop in here. So, this week I'm cruising in what Costa call a sea terrace. Now, that room basically means that you come in, relatively regular cruise ship cabin here. It's much darker in here than what my cabin was on Toscana. That's the first thing I'm noticing. It actually feels more premium in here, I think, just because it's all like wood everywhere. I really like it. But anyway, so you come in, you've got the bathroom there, which will, well, I think you've got, well, yeah, you must have the bathroom there. We'll go in and look in a minute. And then if I spin you around, you've got this little workstation here. Then you've got the bedroom and you've got a sofa. Now, you've then got a door that takes you out onto a balcony. But wait, let me show you where that door actually takes you. You have a TV here as well. Oh, I mean, honestly, this cabin, so these exist if you've looked at like the sister ships, or not sister ships, but the ships in the same class as this. So in the UK, we've got P&O Iona and P&O Arvia. They also have these rooms. I think they call them a conservatory cabin or something. Now on here, it's a sea terrace, as I say, and yeah, you have a door. That door opens, and we're now in another room. So out here, you've got two like kind of chaise lounge chairs with little cushions on them. You've got a coffee table. This is nice. This is all like, well, it's just wallpapered, but it's nice because it feels indoors. So I guess this answers the problem of when you wake up and your room's in the shade, it's a little bit cold on the balcony. There's actually a fan here, up there. So I would assume, I'll update you later in the cruise, but I would assume that the aircon is, yeah, it's cold. I would assume the aircon is pulling through to here. So that's going to make this space lovely to sit and have a coffee, or do you know what? I'm going to order room service breakfast here one day because this is going to be, I'm so excited. Now on this side, you've then got a door that takes you out onto the balcony. So this is a room that's got an extra room and a balcony. It's just going to keep going. I'm not going to get out and explore the rest of the ship. So the cool thing about this balcony, right, I saw this online. So you can open the door and then that, I'll not set it up to lock open, but you can lock it using a little clip down at the bottom behind the door, which is nice. Then, I'll not be able to do this with one hand, I wouldn't imagine, but these bifold doors then open up, I wonder, let me see how far through the process I can get with one hand. That might demonstrate how easy it really is. So that must turn. Would you believe it? We have managed to open it. So if I slide these chairs out the way a little minute, we can fix that in a sec. I'm literally doing it with one hand. So there you go, the doors. The doors are now open. This, honestly, this is excellent. So this outside conservatory room has now become part of the balcony. In case you can't tell, I'm a little bit giddy in here. Now this, let me now show you the bathroom. So if I take you in, this should be the same as what I had on Toscana last week. Yeah, it's pretty similar. So if I turn the camera here, I will show you a proper room tour in here, but if I turn the camera and kind of point you in, you can kind of see what's going on. And then the shower we should address. So you can see there's a curtain on there at the moment, which the curtain I can't get to from the inside, so the curtain is actually out in the bedroom. Now the really cool thing with the showers in these cabins is that it's just such a novelty idea. So you can see here, hopefully, I've just opened the curtain, so this is in the bedroom. I've just opened the curtain and it is frosted at the top, in the middle section, right? So if I show you in here, I don't think I can flip the camera while I'm recording. No, so I'm just gonna have to show you over my shoulder. So yeah, you can see here that it's frosted here, clear at the top. The really cool thing with this is that when you're on a sea day, you can actually have a shower looking at the sea, which, yeah, I've only ever seen that possible in like the super swanky, mega expensive rooms on cruise ships. So to get that even in standard balconies is really nice. But look, oh man, honestly. So look, paperwork in here. There is a brochure for the spa, so that's here. We've then got the Oggi a Bordo, which I'll walk you through in a little bit, but that's like the what's on the ship. You then got a little leaflet here for 20% off gourmet. So this is basically saying that, oh fine, you can upgrade various things. You can buy spa plus dining, shopping plus dining, a shore excursion plus dining. Fine, so that's some offers. And then finally is food experiences. So one thing that I will be beginning to show you on this ship, but definitely showing you when I'm on my next cruise, which will be Costa Toscana with one of my friends from home. I am very lounged if I sit there. Let me actually sit up. Now, I will be showing you the effort that Costa are putting into dining at the moment. Now, some of the dining venues on here, they've actually got ones on here that I haven't seen yet from Toscana. Some of the venues are absolutely beautiful. Now, I haven't eaten in them all, so I can't sit here and say, oh, you have to make sure you book all of these food experiences, because that would just be me lying to you, so I'm not going to do that. But yeah, hopefully later in the cruise we'll try one or two of these and then you'll be able to see for yourself what they're like. But honestly, this room, I'm going to go down to the bar, grab a coffee and come up and sit in my little conservatory and lose myself to the world. So I'll catch up with you guys just when we're ready to head back out the room. Okay, do you know what, guys? I could just sit here. I could just sit here all day. I think it's just so relaxing to be on this huge, big mega ship and have a little bit of space that is your own. And it's very rare that I would have a cabin like this. So yeah, I'm really enjoying just a little bit of chilled out space. Now, anyway, we can't just sit in here all day because at the end of the day, there's a ship to explore and you guys would get pretty fed up just watching a 30-minute episode of me chilling out in this chair. So we're not going to try that, so don't worry. Now, what I've got in front of me is the Oggi a Bordo. Now, this is essentially the document that you'll receive to your cabin every morning on board. And it gives you, for example, on page 1, you've got some highlights of what the activities are today. You then open up and you've got all the activities across the morning, the afternoon and the evening, along with the dress code, and then any information that you need about going ashore that day. Now, on the back of the document, you've then got what restaurants are available and when, all the opening times for everything else, like swimming pools, the sports court, all that kind of stuff. And then, yeah, a couple of other pointers that keep you right just during your holiday. So, yeah, the first event that we're going to leave here to go down to now is what they call welcome time. So, it says on here, yeah, life on board, the entertainment, the restaurants, useful information to help you enjoy your vacation, right? So that's going to be held in the Jazz Club. I'm not sure what that's going to look like because I don't think Toscana had a jazz club, so I'm very intrigued. But yeah, my primary concern with coming on a Costa cruise, and you'll have heard me talk about this if you've watched my Diadema series, the primary language on these ships isn't English, and I'd never experienced that before. So the primary language on here is Italian, and English will sometimes be the second language, or it'll sometimes be the third language. I think it depends on who's doing the announcement and what language is native to them and what their second is and so on. Now, anyway, what Costa do on day one of a cruise, which I think it's a very, very good idea, because when I first got on my last Costa ship, I was a little bit like, Pooh, what's in the drinks package? Where's the buffet? Like, what do I do? When is the muster drill? I don't know what's going on. And they have a thing called welcome time, which is where they get everyone that speaks one language together in one place on day one, and they basically just say to them, okay, we are Costa, this is what the food, this is where to get your food, this is where to get your drinks, this is what's in your packages, this is what to do with your luggage, this is what to do with blah, 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 all the way through the whole cruise, right? And the good thing about that is that, number one, it gets you, I guess, comfortable with the Costa product as soon as you get on the ship, and it removes any awkwardness of, like, the example I gave there of not knowing how the drinks package works. That's a nightmare if you're on day 3 of your cruise and you still haven't figured that out. So they tick all that off on day one. Now, the other big benefit, and I actually don't think Costa do it for this reason, I think their main reason is to get people to settle in, but especially as a solo traveller, the second benefit of that type of meeting to me is that you then get put in a room with other people that speak English. Now, yeah, there's nothing more challenging at times on a European ship where the primary language isn't English, and probably 80% of the passengers on the ship aren't from the UK, they're not from the US, they're not from a country where English is their primary language. It's really difficult as a solo traveller to actually then meet people, because you quite often find that you'll be at a bar, you'll say something to someone and you'll get the really awkward, oh, hold on, alarm bells, I don't speak your language, blah, blah, blah. So anyway, it's great to be in a room with other people that speak English, because it means that ahead of getting ready to go out for the first night, you've already got, fine, you don't really meet people because it's more of a lecture type setup, but you've got a couple of faces around the ship or getting in and out of elevators who you might think, oh, you were at my welcome meeting, so you speak my language. So if I say to you, good morning, are you having a good day? Then you'll get a little bit of a response. So yeah, that for me is a really, really big benefit of this meeting. So yeah, we're going to go down to that, and then we'll come back. I'm going to show you a few venues actually on the way back up to here. And then before we get ready to sail away, I will come and, yeah, talk you through what the evening looks like. So we'll head down to the Jazz Club now. Okay guys, this will make you laugh now. The venue that we had for our English speaking welcome was the Jazz Club, so a pretty small bar on board. Look at where the Spanish welcome was. Now, that shows you the sheer difference between languages spoken on here. There were so many Spanish speakers, and then actually the main Colosseo theatre venue was used for the Italian speakers. So yeah, the fact that we were in the Jazz Club sent a really clear signal straight away that as a native English speaker, it was definitely putting you into the minority. But look, didn't impact my experience, just worth noting. Welcome meeting done, and I am back up here, ready to head out for the night. Now you can probably tell that I am pretty casual tonight, and one thing that I'm really enjoying about a Costa cruise so far is that across Toscana last week, Diadema 2 weeks before, and from what I've seen on here, granted I haven't seen a nighttime on here yet, but it's quite a casual cruise line. I'm just going to close the door. I'm not sure if you'll have a lot of background noise right now, but it's quite a casual cruise line, and I really like that, especially because I'm cruising on a lot of ships this year. I just, yeah, I hate the thought of like so many formal nights. I think I just get a little bit fed up of it after after a while. You know, this is ship number 5 of this year, so ask me again when I get to ship number 17, and goodness only knows how I'm going to be feeling. Now, welcome meeting down there went really well. It's, to be fair, fairly standard. I think once you've done your first Costa cruise, and when you've been to one welcome meeting, you've kind of been to them all. But as I say, the benefit of kind of seeing other people that speak your language is definitely good. Now, one thing down there, there's loads of us. I expected there to be like 10 or 15 people. There was an entire bar full down there. So, yeah, hopefully on this cruise I'll get to meet some friends. I'm hoping that this dinner table I've been put to or I've been put at rather, will be with other solos. It was on Diadema, it wasn't on Toscana, so let's see what it's like on here. Now, my plan for tonight, I'm actually so looking forward to tonight. Now, last week I didn't vlog anything on Toscana. That was just holiday week. That was a down week for me because I'm going back on Toscana next week with one of my friends, and we are going to vlog that for you. So the next series that you watch will be Costa Toscana, which is the new flagship. Now, last week, to be honest, I had loads of chill time. I was relaxing in the cabin quite a lot, so I deliberately didn't go to a lot of the evening entertainment on there due to the fact that I'm going back on that ship next week, or in 2 weeks' time from now, with Laura. I didn't want to do the same 7-night itinerary with the same shows, with the same everything. And yeah, if I'd went to all the shows, I thought nothing's going to be new and it's not going to be very exciting to do it all again. So yeah, I actually don't know what the entertainment on here is going to look like. So my plan, it's now, what is it? What time's sail away? 6:30. It must be about 6:15 at the moment. And my plan, so I've got dinner at 7:15, so that's going to be immediately following sail away. I thought we were moving there, so that's immediately following sail away. And then after that, the evening entertainment on here, there's quite a lot on, to be honest. So the shows appear to be in Colosseo, which is that main auditorium that you saw in the middle of the ship earlier. There's a show at 8 o'clock, and then that repeats at 9:30, so depending on what dinner sitting you go to, you could go to the alternative show. Then they seem to be doing on here what they did very, very well on Diadema, and that was having live music absolutely everywhere. So I'm going to check out the 9:30 show, and then I'll probably just go and check out some of the music around the ship. I don't know what I'll be able to show you on YouTube from the music afterwards, because YouTube's a little bit funny with copyright, so I don't want to get my account banned. That would be great. So yeah, I'll take you out and about and show you what it's like on here at night. As I say, I've got quite high expectations because Diadema really impressed me, so I'm hoping it's as good on here, which there's no reason why it shouldn't be, because these big modern mega ships are my type of cruise at the moment, so I should hopefully fall in love with the Costa product tonight. Now anyway, I guess what we should do is head out onto this balcony and have a look. I've decided I'm just going to cash in on having the luxury of this amazing room and do sail away from the balcony. Once we've actually left, or once we're actually pushed off, I'll probably then head to the back of the ship to see the wake, because I love it back there. But I guess that's it for now. Let's head out, see what it looks like to sail out of Barcelona, and then I'll see all of you down at dinner. I was just about to say that we obviously weren't going to leave for quite a while, and yeah, as I said that, the song started playing, so I don't know if it's a new thing or if they've always done it, but Costa, on the ships that I've been on anyway, are playing the song I'm a Believer from, is it the Monkees that did that? But anyway, they play that song as you leave out. I think it's to tie in with their new tagline, which is Believe Your Eyes, so yeah. That started playing, which must mean that, yes, we are heading out. So look, I'm going to head down here for a really quick look, because if it's not quick, then I'm going to miss my dinner table. So yeah, let's take a walk down to the back section, which is looking pretty busy at the moment. Have a little look at what it looks like to leave Barcelona, and then we're going to need to head down to the main dining room. So yeah, we'll do that now.
So high, I'm hypnotized. What's up is down, what's left is right. Chasing stars and holding you. I can't see the end, but we'll see it through.
Yeah, dinner done, and you know, I'm still saying exactly what I said last week on Toscana and also the 2 weeks before on Diadema. The food on these ships, I'm such a fan. Like, it's just, you know, you get food that it maybe isn't the most Instagrammable of food, but it just tastes so good. That's what I'm finding on here. And I am, night one, I'm very impressed with that. Now, where I'm going now for the main show is at Colosseo, which is that theatre in the round concept. Now, it's a venue that, to be honest, I'm not 100% sold on, because I think there's a lot of seats that you can't actually see the stage and you have to watch on these big TV type things, which, yeah, is a little bit stranger. It's not really why I go to the theatre, to then watch it on a TV. But hey, who knows? I might be won over tonight, so I'm going to get there early, try and get a good seat, and yeah, see how it ends up. And that is the end of the night, so that's embarkation day done. It's just approaching midnight now, and do you know what? I'm knackered. Embarkation day, no matter how many times I do it, it always tires me out. I don't know what it is. I think it's just the stress of just moving from one place to another and getting onto a ship, and probably, to be honest, just the excitement of it all. Now, I am currently up on the top decks of Costa Smeralda, and one thing that Costa just do so well, so you guys will know by now that I love a ship's top deck at night because it's so quiet, it's so calm, and you can just go for a wander. And Costa do a fantastic job, even on Diadema, which is a much older ship than this, so it's not just the new ships. They do such a good job of lighting the ship at night, so it turns it into a deck that you would actually like to come and have a walk around, rather than a lot of ships where it's just kind of security lit. So even like the way this pool is lit at the moment, it's just a lovely space to come and chill out in. So yeah, what I will probably do is I'll probably put a video on over the next couple of weeks to basically just take you for a walk around a Costa ship at night, because yeah, I really like it up here. But anyway, enough about the top deck. Now, first impressions of this ship are very different to my first impressions of Diadema. Do you know, I was always told that Costa's ship design and ship, how would you describe it? Like the way a ship looks, like the aesthetics of a ship, I guess, are completely over the top and totally like nothing you've ever seen before. And I think I agree with that on Diadema, because if you remember my videos from there was lots of big kind of multicoloured lights and things hanging everywhere, whereas on here that's not the case. And I don't know if with this style of ship Costa are maybe trying to rein it back a little bit to maybe, I don't know, maybe attract a more universal market. I'll be very intrigued to see if I think any different over the course of the next, week that I'm on here. So yeah, watch this space on that one, and over the next couple of episodes I'll show you more and more of the ship each time, so that you can hopefully make your mind up as well on what you think of the layout. Not the layout, the aesthetic, that's the word that we're going with. But hey look, for now, I guess I should sign out because I am going to head to bed, because tomorrow morning we dock in Ibiza at 8 o'clock and I want to be up at the crack of dawn to hopefully watch us sail in and then get off the ship with good time. So I guess all that I need to say now is thank you so much for watching today, and just thank you so much for generally supporting the channel. It's been brilliant to see this account grow ship by ship by ship, and yeah, I already know that where we're at now, we will be so much greater than that by the time this even publishes. So yeah, thank you so much, and hopefully you'll stay with me for more ships in the future. But hey look, if you're not already subscribed, feel free to do that. It'd be brilliant to have you along in the journey. You can do that by clicking just underneath the video. And yeah, from the top deck of Costa Smeralda here, somewhere between Barcelona and Ibiza in the middle of the ocean, a very good night, and I will see you all tomorrow morning. Cheers guys, bye.